Welcome to another episode of Crypto in Cardio. I'm a bit late with this one today. Had a couple of sessions earlier on today, a cardio session in the morning, a session with Eva a bit later. Had some stuff to do, but I'm back on. Today I want to discuss EOS. And first up, congratulations to EOS. It is now being activated. The 15% threshold that was needed in terms of voting on block producers has been reached. I believe a whale voted for EOS Canada, and I won't be surprised if they use their new tool, which I was actually planning to use over the weekend, which is a command line tool which allows you to vote. Anyway, they have hit that 15%, which means the chain is now active and EOS is a go. But I didn't actually want to talk about that. What I initially wanted to talk about was the fact that I think that EOS will spawn a whole bunch of mini STEEMits. It makes sense. One of the examples of the kind of application you can build on EOS has been cited as STEEMit. And what I've noticed is that there are a few people who are looking in that direction. So you have Ono, which is looking to do a site which most people know about. There are rumours that Dan might be potentially putting out a Steam alternative, and I've seen over the last few days a site called, a application being muted called Karma, which is trying to encourage people to do good things out in the community and then post them onto the blockchain and get rewarded. And then I think yesterday I was looking at another one where someone, I think it was Tribe with a W, with a Y, sorry, instead of an I. And they were also talking about content and potentially rewarding people for content. The first thing I'll say is that it's not going to be easy to replicate Steam. I think some people look at the issues with Steam and think it's particular to Steam, and potentially look at the initial distribution and think that potentially was the issue. However, I think inherent in any system where you are rewarding people, you're going to get people that try to game it. And if the way you can game it is by getting a big stake, you're going to get people who are going to try and get a big stake in order to reward themselves, reward people they know. And I think this will happen on Steam alternatives which appear on EOS. And it'd just be interesting to see how it all kind of pans out and whether someone can come up with a magic solution that that the crypto community needs. But yeah, it's exciting times. Let's see how that goes. Should Steam be worried? I don't think so. I think Steam has a good head start. It has the network effect. It has quite a lot of people on it. You know, most of the people in crypto post on Steam or are aware of Steam in one way or another. And beyond crypto, lots of people's interaction with crypto is purely on Steam if you're a content producer, particularly on sites like DTube and DLive, etc. I think this is good news for content creators, and I've said at the beginning of Steam that I think it would open a Pandora's box and we will see lots of experiments along the lines of Steam cropping up where content producers can be rewarded for their efforts. And what I think will happen over the next year or so is not only will you see these Steam alternatives popping up, but you will also see what I'll call aggregation sites that will allow you to post simultaneously on Steam and on various alternatives, whether they are on EOS or another network, or even on using smart media tokens, where one piece of content can be rewarded across a number of different tokens. I think we're going to see that coming soon. So for example, if you look at DLive, when you post on DLive, you post on DLive itself and you also post on Steam. What I can see happening is that you will post on DLive and potentially having the option to post on Ono or Karma or wherever else. And then it would be up to the people in those communities to decide how much rewards of the requisite tokens you will get. Obviously, you'll need to sign up on those on those platforms in order to receive rewards. Anyway, that's how I see it working going forward, and I think it's really good news for content creators. So that's it really. EOS is live. I think the first steps that we're going to see on EOS in earnest, they're going to be social media sites, but I'm also excited to see what else people build on the EOS platform, as well as the intricacies of the sites and how that works in terms of RAM allocation and potential trading, CPU trading, renting out your EOS bandwidth, and all that kind of good stuff that is going to end up coming our way. So exciting times ahead. It's good to get over this hurdle. One more thing, if you do have kind of EOS, and whether you've managed to vote or not, there's a good site, I think it's EOS Flare, which I've been looking at, where you can just look and monitor your account. And so, things to look out for is if you haven't unstaked your account. So everybody's tokens are going to be staked by default, and you need to unstake those. That will take you 3 days before you can transact with your tokens. So if you are not planning to use your tokens and you haven't unstaked them, you can check on a site called EOS Flare, and you can put in your account number or your account name or your public key, and then monitor any activity that's going on in your accounts. And what I'd like to see happening is a way you can kind of watch your account or other accounts to see whether there's any movement, because particularly in the initial stages, you want to kind of be alert to any kind of vulnerability that someone's exploited and potentially looking to hack your account. So kind of checking in every 2 days or so to make sure there's no movement that you're not expecting would be a good idea. So that's EOS Flare, which I discovered the other day. Anyway, that's it for today. Another episode of Crypto and Cardio in the books, and I'll speak to you guys soon.